Meteorologist Howard Bernstein has the answer in tonight's Verify.
Let me tell you right now, any social media claims that the partial government shutdown, which is affecting the National Weather Service, is going to mean a less accurate local forecast are false. I'm going to tell you why. Well, the National Center for Environmental Prediction is still putting out their weather models multiple times per day. There hasn't been any interruption. We're still getting all that information. And the data that feeds the models, it's also continuing to flow. Part of making a forecast means we look at data from at least a half a dozen models, sometimes twice that. Then we analyze all that data to bring you your forecast. Now, some models we look at are public and some are private. So even if we didn't have the information from the National Weather Service, we still have plenty of resources to get you the most accurate information. On top of that, Topper and I alone have a combined, get this, 60-plus years of experience looking at weather data to bring you your forecast with nearly 50 years just in D.C. alone, so I can verify any claims that you're going to get a less accurate forecast because of the partial government shutdown are false. If you've got something you want verified, let our researchers get to the bottom of it. You can find us on Facebook or Twitter or send an email to verify@WUSA9.com.
Well, I can verify you and Topper are old. That's a whole lot of experience coming in here. Let's hope it works.
Is that what you got from that?
I sure did. I'm thinking with all that experience, you can, keep those numbers down a little bit.
He just had his 31st anniversary here.
Bless his heart.
And I passed 18, so you can do the math. Ain't that tough? Hey, weather-wise, we got a lot of math to talk about. First things first, how about that rain this evening? That line came through, and it was pouring something. Even some lightning and thunder in spots. So we got a little January thunder. This is the first kind of sign of the change coming after hitting 60 today. The colder air is moving in, and that line well south of D.C. now, seeing what's left of it across St. Mary's and Calvert, the northern neck, the lower eastern shore, and the winds behind this are starting to pick up, and this is going to bring in the colder air. Let's talk about the weekend first, because I know that's paramount to you. The snow that is likely coming our way. The potential's pretty high. Looking at the GFS, looks like some snow will be developing here Saturday afternoon, so Saturday night into Sunday. The question mark for us going forward now is, will we see the mix down in southern Maryland keeping snow totals down there? And it looks like this could be lingering into late Sunday night, early Monday morning. On the European, not that much different as far as the onset being Saturday afternoon. The difference is, instead of the mix in southern Maryland, it's down in Norfolk. So we would say all snow, so consequently southern Maryland, if the European verifies, you would get a lot more snow than, let's say, the GFS answer at the moment. In any event, this stuff winds down Sunday night. The two models at the moment have appreciable snows for us. We're talking that blue, that darker blue, that's 6 to 9, with some areas west of us over a foot. You'll notice the much lower totals in southern Maryland, 1 to 3. The European, on the other hand, has a general 3 to 6. South and west of us, though, that's where we've got 6 to 9 with some isolated 9 to 12-inch totals there. Either way, even if we get 3 to 6, for the Washington area, that's an appreciable amount of snow, and I'm leaning toward that right now. We'll come out with our own snow maps probably tomorrow. As we start to get closer to it, the details will get finer, but the potential for a problematic snow is rising. So if you got some plans Saturday night into Sunday morning, start to think, or Sunday, just Sunday in general, think about Plan B. 53 now after being 60. Those winds south-southwest at 7, so the front's not through, but I think it's through out to the west. Notice these westerly winds with some of these gusts now 30, 40 miles an hour. Had some gusts in Martinsburg and Hancock over 50 miles an hour during the 10 o'clock hour. So this wind is going to start to pick up and howl tonight, bringing in the colder air with those readings ranging from the 40s in Cumberland, Winchester 49, 54 in Cambridge, and we're sitting at 53. Your day on Wednesday will be a day where temperatures pretty steady, if not dropping off in the afternoon. Low to mid 40s for highs, but with those winds gusting 30, 35, 40 miles an hour, wind chills are going to be a factor. In fact, by morning, I expect wind chills mid 20s to low 30s, and they don't recover much, maybe to a few degrees by lunchtime, and get even worse for the drive home in the 20s. And Thursday morning is the type of morning we would beg our mom or dad, somebody, neighbor, just drive us to the bus stop, please. Don't let us wait for the bus there with those wind chills in the teens. Windy and colder, clear to partly cloudy. The showers are pulling away, 36 to 42. Mostly sunny in the morning, 30s and 40s, and then partly cloudy in the afternoon, windy and cold.